G'day everyone, Dr. Claire Hudson here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another video about men's health at 60 plus. But hang on a sec. Because what I'm about to share with you today could genuinely change your life in ways you didn't expect. You see, I've spent over 25 years working with blokes just like you, and I've discovered something absolutely fascinating. There's one simple thing you can add to your brekkie that can completely transform your energy levels, your circulation, and yeah, even your performance in the bedroom. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat, when to eat it, and how to combine it properly. No expensive supplements, no dodgy pills from the internet, just real food that actually works. Right, let me introduce myself properly. I'm Dr. Claire Hudson, and I've been specializing in men's health for over a quarter of a century now. I've worked with thousands of Australian men dealing with prostate issues, erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, and all the other challenges that come with getting older. And look, I get it. These topics aren't exactly easy to talk about at the pub with your mates, are they? But here's the thing, guys. You're not alone in this. I reckon about 70% of men over 60 experience some changes in their intimate health, and most of them suffer in silence. That stops today. Before we dive into the specific foods, let me ask you something. Have you noticed that you're not quite as energetic as you used to be? Maybe you're struggling to get through the day without feeling knackered? Or perhaps things in the bedroom aren't quite what they were 10, 20 years ago? Here's what's happening in your body, and it's completely normal, by the way. As you get older, particularly after 60, your body naturally produces less testosterone. Now, testosterone isn't just about your sex drive, though that's certainly part of it. This hormone plays a massive role in your muscle strength, your energy levels, your mood, and yes, the quality of your erections. When testosterone drops, everything else follows suit. Your blood circulation slows down, including blood flow to where you need it most. Your arteries can become a bit sluggish, especially if you've spent years eating processed foods and not moving around as much as you should. And let's be honest, stress doesn't help either. When you're stressed, your body pumps out cortisol, which interferes with testosterone production even more. But here's the good news, and this is where it gets interesting. The right foods at breakfast time can actually help reverse a lot of these issues. Not overnight, mind you, but consistently over a few weeks to a few months. I've seen it work time and time again in my practice. Now, let me tell you about one of my patients. We'll call him Tony. Tony's a 77-year-old bloke from Melbourne, and he came to see me about a year ago. Absolutely frustrated. He told me straight up, "Doc, I feel like half the man I used to be." His energy was shot, he couldn't keep up with his grandkids, and his relationship with his wife was suffering. Tony didn't want to go on medications if he could avoid it, so I put him on what I call my strategic breakfast plan. Within a month, he noticed changes. His energy came back, he was sleeping better, and yeah, things improved in other areas too. He messaged me recently saying he feels like he's got a new lease on life. That's exactly what we're aiming for with you. So, what are these miracle foods? Well, they're not miracle foods at all, actually. They're just regular tucker you can find at Woolies or Coles, no worries. I'm going to walk you through 5 specific foods that, when eaten at breakfast, can make a real difference. Ready? Let's go. First up, bananas. Yeah, I know. Sounds too simple, right? But hear me out. Bananas are absolutely loaded with potassium, which is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure and keeping your blood flowing smoothly. See, when your blood pressure is stable and your circulation is good, everything works better, including down there. Potassium also helps counteract all that sodium you get from processed foods. Too much sodium constricts your blood vessels, which is the opposite of what you want. But there's more. Bananas also contain an enzyme called bromelain, which studies have shown can help boost libido and improve sexual performance in men. Plus, they're a great source of quick energy without making your blood sugar spike and crash like sugary cereals do. I reckon you should aim for 1 banana at breakfast, maybe sliced up on your porridge or blended into a smoothie. Simple as that. Second food, and this one's a beauty: eggs. Now, I know there's been heaps of debate over the years about eggs and cholesterol, but let me set the record straight. Eggs are one of the best things you can eat, especially as you get older. They're packed with high-quality protein, which helps maintain your muscle mass. And let's face it, after 60, keeping your muscles strong is crucial for everything. Not just your physical strength, but your metabolic health too. But here's the real kicker. Eggs contain vitamin D, which plays a significant role in testosterone production. A lot of Australian blokes are actually deficient in vitamin D, especially if they're not getting enough sun, or if they're slathering on the sunscreen every time they step outside. Eggs also have B vitamins, particularly B6 and B5, which help regulate your hormone levels and reduce stress. Less stress means less cortisol, which means your testosterone can do its job properly. And there's something else about eggs that most people don't know. The yolk contains cholesterol, and before you panic, this is actually good cholesterol that your body uses to produce testosterone. Yeah, you heard that right. Your body needs cholesterol to make sex hormones. So don't chuck out the yolk, mate. That's where all the good stuff is. I'd suggest having 2 eggs at breakfast, cooked however you like them, scrambled, poached, fried in a bit of olive oil. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you're eating the whole egg. Third on the list, avocado. Now, I know avocados have been a bit of a joke with the whole millennials and avocado toast thing, but there's a reason this fruit is so popular. Avocados are absolutely brilliant for your heart and your circulation. They're full of healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated fats, which help keep your arteries clear and flexible. When your arteries are in good shape, blood flows easily to all parts of your body, including the bits that matter for intimate health. Avocados are also rich in vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from damage and helps improve blood flow. Plus, they contain potassium, just like bananas, which keeps your blood pressure in check. Here's something interesting. A study out of the States found that men who regularly consumed healthy fats like those in avocados had better erectile function than those who didn't. The healthy fats help with hormone production and keep your cardiovascular system running smoothly. I'd recommend half an avocado at breakfast, maybe smashed on some whole grain toast with your eggs. Bloody delicious and good for you too. Fourth food, dark chocolate. Now, before you get too excited, I'm not talking about your average Cadbury block, all right? I mean proper dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa or higher. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids, which are compounds that improve blood circulation. Better circulation means better performance everywhere, if you catch my drift. Dark chocolate also helps lower blood pressure and reduce inflammation in your blood vessels. And here's a fun fact. It contains a small amount of caffeine and a compound called theobromine, both of which can give you a gentle energy boost without the jitters you get from too much coffee. Plus, dark chocolate triggers the release of endorphins and serotonin in your brain, which improves your mood. And when you feel good mentally, you're more likely to feel good physically too. Now, you don't need much. Just a couple of squares, maybe 15 to 20 grams, alongside your other breakfast foods. You could grate it over your porridge with that banana, or just nibble on it with your morning cuppa. Easy. Fifth and final food, nuts. Walnuts, almonds, cashews, Brazil nuts. Any of them really. Nuts are fantastic for men's health, particularly as you age. They're packed with healthy fats, protein, fiber, and a whole bunch of minerals like zinc and magnesium. Zinc is especially important because it's directly involved in testosterone production. In fact, low zinc levels are often linked to low testosterone. Walnuts in particular contain an amino acid called L-arginine, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Now, nitric oxide is what helps your blood vessels relax and expand, allowing more blood to flow through. This is the same mechanism that those little blue pills work on, by the way, except this is the natural version. Brazil nuts are brilliant too because they contain selenium, which supports healthy sperm production and overall reproductive health. I'd suggest having a small handful of mixed nuts at breakfast, maybe 30 grams or so. You can chuck them in your porridge, sprinkle them on your avo toast, or just eat them on the side. No worries. Right, so now you know the 5 foods. But here's where most people stuff it up. They know what to eat, but they don't know how to actually put it together in a way that works. So let me give you a practical plan. Here's what a proper breakfast looks like. Start your day within 30 minutes of waking up. Don't skip brekkie. Even if you're not hungry right away, your body needs fuel, especially first thing in the morning. Pick at least 3 of these 5 foods and combine them. For example, you could have scrambled eggs with half an avocado on whole grain toast, a banana on the side, and a handful of nuts. Or, if you're in a rush, blend up a smoothie with a banana, a handful of walnuts, a tablespoon of dark cocoa powder, some Greek yogurt, and a bit of milk. Quick, easy, and packed with everything you need. Let me give you a proper 7-day plan so you can see how this works in practice. Day 1, 2 poached eggs, half an avocado on toast, a sliced banana, and a handful of almonds. Day 2, porridge with a mashed banana, grated dark chocolate, chopped walnuts, and a boiled egg on the side. Day 3, scrambled eggs with spinach, half an avocado, a handful of cashews, and a few squares of dark chocolate with your coffee. Day 4, a smoothie with banana, walnuts, cocoa powder, yogurt, and milk, plus a boiled egg. Day 5, avo toast with poached eggs, a banana, and some Brazil nuts. Day 6, porridge with banana, dark chocolate, mixed nuts, and a hard-boiled egg. Day 7, eggs any style, avo, banana, nuts, and dark chocolate. See the pattern? You're hitting those 5 foods consistently throughout the week. Now, you might be wondering, how long until I see results? Fair question. Based on what I've seen with my patients, here's what to expect. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, you'll likely notice an increase in energy. You'll feel less sluggish during the day, sleep a bit better at night. By week 3 to 4, your circulation starts improving. You might notice a bit more interest in intimate activities, and your mood should be better overall. By month 2 to 3, that's when you'll really start seeing the benefits for erectile function and overall vitality. But here's the key. Guys, consistency. You can't eat this breakfast for a week and then go back to your old habits. This needs to become part of your routine. Let me address some questions I get asked all the time. First, does this work if you're 70 or older? Absolutely. Tony, the bloke I mentioned earlier, is 77 and he's doing brilliant. Your body can respond to good nutrition at any age. Second, can you still take your medications while eating this way? Yes, of course. In fact, eating better might even help your medications work more effectively. But always check with your doctor if you're on blood pressure meds or anything else, just to be safe. Third, what if you can't stand one of these foods? No worries, mate. Just focus on the ones you do like. You don't have to eat all 5 every single day. Even getting 3 or 4 consistently will make a difference. Now, beyond just the food, there are a few other things you need to keep in mind. First, stay active. You don't need to run marathons, but getting outside for a walk every day, maybe 30 minutes or so, will massively improve your circulation. Exercise helps your body use these nutrients more effectively too. Second, manage your stress. I know life can be hectic, but chronic stress absolutely murders your testosterone levels. Find something that helps you relax, whether it's fishing, gardening, spending time with the grandkids, whatever works for you. Third, get decent sleep. Your body produces most of its testosterone while you're asleep. So if you're only getting 5 or 6 hours a night, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And here's something that doesn't get talked about enough: hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration affects your blood volume, which affects circulation, which affects everything else. Aim for about 2 liters a day, more if you're active or it's a hot day. Let me also say this, because it's important. If you're struggling with these issues, you're not alone, and there's no shame in it. I've had blokes in my office who were too embarrassed to even bring it up at first. But once they realized how common it is and how much can be improved naturally, they wish they'd spoken up sooner. Your partner, if you have one, will appreciate you taking charge of your health too. This isn't just about you. It's about your quality of life and your relationships. One more thing I want to touch on. Some of you might be thinking, yeah, Doc, but I've tried everything and nothing works. I hear you. But here's the thing. Most people try something for a week or two, don't see instant results, and give up. This isn't a magic bullet. It's about making sustainable changes that add up over time. And if you've got underlying health conditions like diabetes or severe cardiovascular issues, you absolutely need to work with your doctor alongside making these dietary changes. This breakfast plan is powerful, but it's not a replacement for proper medical care when you need it. So, to wrap this up, here's what I want you to do. Starting tomorrow morning, pick 3 of these 5 foods and have them for breakfast. Banana, eggs, avocado, dark chocolate, nuts. Mix and match them however you like. Do this consistently for 1 month and pay attention to how you feel. I reckon you'll be surprised at the difference. And if you want more help, I've put together a free guide that gives you 30 days of breakfast ideas, plus some other tips for improving your health naturally. You can download that from the link in the description below. Before you go, drop a comment and let me know which of these 5 foods you're going to try first. Or if you've already been eating some of these and noticed a difference, I'd love to hear about it. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my next video, where I'll be talking about the best exercises for improving circulation after 60. Trust me, you won't want to miss that one. Look, guys, I know getting older comes with its challenges, but it doesn't mean you have to accept a decline in your quality of life. With the right nutrition, a bit of movement, and some simple lifestyle adjustments, you can feel like yourself again. You can have the energy to do the things you love, to spend quality time with your family, and yeah, to enjoy an active, intimate life well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Tony's doing it. Heaps of my other patients are doing it. And you can too. Remember, your health is in your hands. Every choice you make at breakfast, every walk you take, every good night's sleep adds up. The blokes who do well are the ones who commit to the small, daily habits. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. That's all anyone can ask for. And one last thing before I let you go. Share this video with a mate who might benefit from it. Chances are, if you're dealing with these issues, someone you know is too. Let's get rid of the stigma around men's health and start having honest conversations. The more we talk about this stuff, the easier it becomes for everyone. All right, that's it from me today. I'm Dr. Claire Hudson, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and remember, it's never too late to start feeling better. Cheers.